Welcome everybody back to Capstone Games. I'm Clay,
Christopher.
and we're going to talk about what we've got going on at the summer this year. We've been working pretty hard to prepare for Origins, which is in 2 weeks from now. We'll be in Columbus.
Yeah, 10
And
days.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. So we're actually going to leave on Tuesday before Origins, and then drive up to Columbus. We're in Cincinnati, so with the truck though, it's not a 90-minute drive. It's like 2 hours, maybe a little bit longer, because even that big 26-foot box truck. But yeah, we've been diligently packing. We've got our whole packing list for the show at Origins, and our warehouse team, Mike and Ian, have been putting together the pallets. We have a 26-foot box truck, so we're playing Tetris. How many pallets and how much stuff can we fit in there to have a full booth and the right products and the right quantities? We're gonna really kind of hammer that home next week.
Yeah, it's been a lot of packing. It's already getting warm in the warehouse. Yeah. It's summer.
We got the fans going too. Finally, it's been a cold spring, and now we're back into the 80s now. Finally,
Yeah.
since this week. So I'm happy about that. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, we just we're gonna put up a pool at our house and go swimming this summer. So I'm ready for that. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions in the chat while we're talking about our stuff, feel free to post them in there. Soren will pause us, and so we can answer the questions as they come up. But yeah, we're just here to talk about mainly Origins, because it's in 2 weeks and it feels like it just boom got here.
Yeah.
And I think we're really ahead of the game here. We're excited to showcase the big showcase we're gonna have at Origins is Galilei. We've streamed this a couple times. It's if you have a local game store that's ordered from us, it's stocked at those places as well. But after Origins, it'll be available through distribution. But you can definitely come to our booth at Origins. We have 2 demo tables dedicated to it, and you'll be able to experience the game there for first timers. So, and we're also bringing the Edmund Haley promo for it. So definitely come by. And then the second game we're going to feature is Raising Chicago. This game has been creeping up on the interest list quite high.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how well this thing does at Origins. I think it's going to do well once we get it on the table, especially when people see all the building blocks, and the table presence is pretty nice for this one.
Yeah. I don't know when it'll happen, but soon there will also be a stream for this on Heavy Cardboard.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hear back from Edward on that. We'll share that elsewhere too. But it's a good game.
Yeah.
And so we fully expect with all the interest that it's getting now that like it's gonna go fast.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
is. It's gonna hit its market. Brothers Murph is also gonna do a stream of that too.
Yeah.
Which should come out next week, I hope. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're
gonna be-
interested in the game at all, you should probably check it out soon.
yeah, it's gonna fly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, the only reason we start with those is so those ones aren't necessarily in the Cabs library yet, unless they ended up getting a copy. But you will see a bunch of our other games that we're bringing to Origins in the Cabs or Columbus area board gamers, who they provide the library at Origins. Some cool people there, but it's the same library that's used for Buckeye Game Fest and some other things. They have a copy of Butterfly Garden and Stevens and
way to go for Stevens.
yeah, and
I'm so partial to that game. I really like that game.
I honestly forget everything that I just sent them, but it's stuff that's going to be at it's Beyond the Horizon. Everything that you want to see, and you come and ask us that question of like, hey, can I go play this? You'll either be able to play it at our booth or go to the Cabs library and check it out and play, and that way you can actually experience it for yourself.
The Cabs, that library is massive. I'm impressed by it, the way that they organize it all, and
Yeah.
they have a huge section in Origins dedicated to it. So it's pretty cool to be in that library.
Yep. So come either by our booth or go over there and check out the games. It's going to be a fun time. I look forward to Origins as more of a like low key, get to actually play the games type of convention.
Definitely less hectic than Gen Con.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different vibe. Definitely about the gaming, and I think these 2 games, Galileo and Raising Chicago, are going to do very well there. So we're also going to have some pagan stuff too.
Yeah.
So just really excited for this
Do we
show
have
to
no
come up.
pagan stuff at Origins?
New-ish. It's going to be
Okay.
the Beyond the Palisades expansion.
Oh, yeah.
So we
Yeah.
haven't had that at an official show yet. That'll be the first one to
Yeah.
see in a big presence. So
Games Unprofessionally says, any idea when the Orleans big box pre-order will close? When you have a date, could you please list it in advance on the website?
that's a great question. Because of the scope of the project, you've probably seen it a million times in the newsletter where we talk about how limited it is. We did put our final print number in with the factory. So we have orders for our distributors locked in now. So we have a small differential of leftover stock that we're going to put on our website to let you know how much is left. It's probably around 500-ish units is what we're looking at right now. So yeah, it's I can't heat it enough. I know we say it all the time, but if you want to get it, please be sure that you pre-order it as soon as possible. But we will put it up there. It'll be available probably next week.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it's one of those things that like we absolutely want to offer it to you. We want to give the biggest window that we can. The more information that you give us by ordering sooner, the better. But we can't keep that pre-order window open forever.
Yeah. So we'll have a limit on it. We have to do it next week because the following week we're in Origins, and then the week after that we're recovering and slowly getting back into the grind. But yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, and we have some Orleans, and related to that too, Orleans base game will be back in stock too for those that are looking for that. And again, there is a very, very limited quantity of those empty big boxes. If you're like, oh, I have everything that I want from other things, I just want to put it into that empty big box.
That quantity is for sure on the website. You can see that.
Yeah.
That's absolutely there. So
yeah.
But yeah, that was a good question.
There was a question in the Discord about working with Aaron on Meltwater, and maybe just more generally about working with designers more generally.
That's cool. What was the question?
So the question was, there are a lot.
I like the newsletter question. The
yeah,
Meltwater. Should we
yeah.
get rid of Mel? Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Actually, I don't know where it went right now. So
what was it generally about that?
Just generally about what's like working with
like Aaron and like how
Yeah.
to market.
Yeah, like
Okay.
that. Like I think because part of the thing is like how. So why don't we? I don't know that we talked about this a whole lot. How did you first find Meltwater? Was that through Tim or was it through Jillian?
I think Tim
Okay.
would introduce. So Tim Coles, if you guys, they have he's on. So okay, big story happening right now. No, Tim, there's Josh Fulton and Josh Denmead. Those guys have been phenomenal. They've helped Capstone out in a great capacity the last, good God, man, probably 7 years, 2018, 2017 maybe. Those guys have been more or less involved with Capstone, especially at the conventions. You've probably seen them. If you've been to Origins in the last few years, probably been pitched Clinic, because I know Josh Fulton loves that game and he's so excited to teach it to people. But long story short, yeah, Tim introduced it to me with, I don't know, this was a while ago because we were playing different types of, like those war games and very tactical style games. And yeah, I reached out to Amabel because I wanted to
At Hollandspiel.
at Hollandspiel to kind of, hey, can we do this game? And she said that Aaron terminated that relationship in some form or fashion, but and then we were able to talk with Aaron about it and what we wanted to do with it, and she was pretty excited, so we went and did it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of for background on that, typically, I mean, it depends on the company because we're all different, but like, there'll be contracts for anywhere from 2 to 4 years, typically for like, okay, from when we sign this to having a production copy of the game, a designer will sign something like that because designers want to see their game get out in the wild, out in production, out to all of you, and if they don't, and a company sits on it too long, if you don't have that time limit clause in there, it's
They'll pull it out from you. And
Yeah.
Find somebody that will get it done.
Yeah, and that's just related to like design. So if you're interested in design, there's a bunch of great podcasts out there. Like Matt Dunstan has one, and there's some others where they talk about design and putting those types of time limit it's in your contracts. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's how we brought that about. If there's more questions about Meltwater, Aaron. Aaron definitely has, designers have lots of ideas. They're creative people. And so there's a whole just part of creative process, like when you're making anything from a movie to anything else where there's back and forth. So that's how that went. If you have more questions, we're happy to answer those. We're looking forward to that coming out at Gen Con. Those are going to be in the warehouse very, very soon. So like no doubt about those are going to be at Gen Con. Up or Down is going to be at Gen Con. Sunavala is going to be at Gen Con. All these things we're not worried about being there because I know some things got delayed for some people, but even those were delayed for us, but they're there.
Yeah, the Sunavala one. So with being a publisher, you've got to deal with logistics more. That's a big part of your business. Is once the games are produced, you have to plan out. Okay, so it's got to get on a boat, got to go to port, get off the boat, get on a train, get delivered to our warehouse. And then we got to unload the container, pack it up, ship it out to distribution, retailers, and pre-order customers. And then it flows through the supply chain. But, Sunavala was tight because we had some updates to do and finish them on time. But the factory had a little bit of a delay. So they just left the factory, I think, this week. But we got on some kind of fast route. So it's going to hit LA the first week of July. So that'll give us 3 weeks to get it to us from there. So fingers crossed, hopefully no issues going through customs and getting through the LA ports, because that's a very congested port for containers.
Yeah.
So
with all that, come by, say hi at Origins. Actually, that's going to be more of a treasure hunt most of the time, because Clay and I are going to be off like playing games.
There's a couple play tests we got to do. I'm excited.
Yeah.
For it, so
we have some play tests. I'm going to bring Falling with us again, because we're going to try to meet up. Part of like what we do is meet with other content creators and people that can help like get our games in front of more eyes. We'll have that with us. We'll have Tea Garden with us. We'll have some other things with us. Up or Down, we have a box of that we're going to be giving out to content creators, because we want more people to see that game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Are you excited for any food options in Columbus? So if you haven't gone to Columbus for Origins, the food scene's really good. It's downtown Columbus, big time food scene.
So Short North, if you haven't gotten to Origins, like Short North is fun to go to. There's Ginny's Ice Cream and a bunch of other restaurants and so forth, just north of the convention center, Short North there, kind of between the convention center and campus, right, for Ohio State.
Absolutely.
And then just west of the convention center is the place that I'm forgetting the name of.
West of the convention center. I don't know that I go west, because you got the convention center and then directly north is
the
Short
market
North.
with everything.
Yeah, the North Market.
North Market.
That is west. Okay.
Yeah,
It's across the street.
It's called North Market, but it's to the west of the convention center. I like going and getting the veggie banh mi over there, and there's a couple of there's a little ramen place that's in there too. That's fun for a quick lunch. You just sit at the counter.
So Alex Singh from California, he's a board game space.
Yeah.
No, Bottom Shelf. Board Game. I'm
yeah.
sorry, Alex, but yeah, Bottom Shelf Board Game. He's on our Discord all the time, but he does some of the videos and has done pictures for us in the past. But he came out to Origins one year with us, and we went to this. Him and I went to an Indian restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. An Indian restaurant in North Market.
Okay.
It was so good, man.
Yeah, like, there is a good one in there. I don't remember the name of it either, but yeah. If you're close, or if this is your first time attending Origins, food in the convention center, I would personally avoid.
Do not go to that. It's way overpriced.
Like you're gonna pay $10 for a half-foot Subway sandwich that's pre-made 2 days before. And, like, yeah,
it's so gross.
Yeah.
I mean, $10 sounds like a bargain. I feel like it's probably really expensive now this year, but
that's like the cheapest thing in there, and then everything else is like you're getting the same coffee, but it's like $6 for the same coffee, and there'll be a line in there.
You literally go outside and across the street. There's 1,000 restaurants out there, and there's so many different variety of restaurants. It's really good. They got a little bit of everything there.
The only thing I missed out on last year that I really what food related but not food was they had every year Origins does a limited edition pint glass.
Oh, at Barley's?
At Barley's across the street. And I tried going 4 times, and the line was long every time, because last year they had like your 4 archetypical RPG role playing game,
Okay.
like the wizard, the bard,
Okay.
your fighter and your rogue. Glasses. I really wanted.
Did you want to get the set?
I really. Well, no, I just really wanted to get. Well, there was a particular one I wanted, and every day I went, there was a line, and
You just couldn't get it?
no, because like I was either doing capstone stuff or like doing
I'm sorry.
other no like I was doing two types of things. Like my days were really full at Origins last year. This year won't be as bad, but so if you get those glasses, they can be. I haven't seen it. Have you seen the design this year?
I have not
Okay.
heard what they're doing, but
They can be fun.
yeah. If
So-
you guys have any good food spots that you're looking forward to, hit us up in the comments because I'm a foodie. I like really good food, different types of food, everything. It's great. So if you have some options that you'd recommend, I'd like to see them.
Yeah,
So
for sure. But that's
Yeah.
that's kind of what we say. And then there's always games going on. Like if you again haven't been before, there's stuff at night. I'd also encourage you to like look up the event schedule. We have a really cool coupon. That's all we're gonna say
oh
about
yeah, the coupon
it.
is
It's a good coupon.
yes.
So you want to come by, check out the coupon book, bring that coupon by, and come by the booth. 701.
Yeah, we're right up front. I know there's a couple different entrance doors, but if you're looking at the hall from the outside to go in, I think we're in the right bay of doors that you would walk in and bam, we're right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you'll be able to find us right at the front. There's restrooms and the drink place and all that.
oh, Wild Bills.
Wild Bills. Yeah, we're all
Those
close
guys
by.
came out of nowhere. Man. I remember when they first
Yeah.
happened. I think it was a PAX Unplugged was the first time I saw them, and now they're at every show. They have a huge van that they. I don't know. It's not even a van. It's like a trailer.
Yeah, it's just it's just a food trailer. Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's Origins. Aaron will be going to Dice Tower East. So
After
that's
Origins?
after Origins. If you want to say hi to Aaron, and
Aaron's gonna be at Origins.
he'll be at Origins too, of course. But if you're just going to Dice Tower East, if you're more southern in the southern sphere
in
of
the
things,
beautiful tropics of Florida. I was there so bad. We have to leave our warehouse. That's
we have to
cool.
move to Florida. Oh,
I mean, that's great. Hurricanes with
Yeah.
tropical climate and cardboard, it goes really well together.
that sounds perfect, right? But Aaron will be at Dice Tower East. He'll have some stuff. No promises, but you might see some early Gen Con releases there, maybe. So
Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah.
We're hopeful.
yeah.
It's going to be tight, but I think so.
I mean, that's a small show, so that's just a little like thing to offer those who are going to Dice Tower East. And
Yeah.
then we start getting ready for Gen Con. Does it feel like we're less than 2 months away from Gen Con?
I have to order some things for Gen Con. I need to do that after this meeting before the weekend. Yeah, Gen Con is, God, that's a massive show.
Yeah, because we have 6 new releases. If you haven't heard about that yet, our 6 new releases are Tea Garden.
Yep.
Pirates.
Pirates. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The Commanders
Yep.
expansion for Pirates. The one that you will buy and put it inside your base game and never not play with it.
Yep.
That's how I feel about it.
Yep. Sunavala that we just talked about.
Yeah. We have to do a stream of that because that game is so satisfying to play.
That's what we should do next week. So next week we will try to do Sunavala. It might be you and Aaron. It might be you and me. I don't know. Somebody's going to play Sunavala.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
Yeah, somebody's going to play Sunavala. And then Meltwater, of course, that we've talked about a
Shown
lot.
a little bit.
Yeah, up or down. And then there is a new content pack for fans of Pagan. This is Through the Mist. It is another, like, the smaller content pack size, but additional cards, which is great.
Yeah, it really works with the glue mechanic and Beyond the Palisades. So, yeah, Beyond the Palisades takes that game to a whole new level. And this is a nice there's 3 content packs coming for it. So this will be the first one.
Yeah. We've also had some questions about Capcom. I know not everybody can attend, so I don't want to make a huge deal of this, but like we've continued to work on Capcom. We have some food options available for that Saturday. That's going to be pretty fun. Additionally, in the next, I guess I better get it done next week. Let me come back to that in a second, but in the next week or so, for those who are attending, we will start to have those events that people can register for Arc Nova tournament that will be happening in the midst of that, and Pagan tournament. And then you will also be soon seeing the Pagan regionals announced. We have, I know one I can say just off the top right now is Guardian Games is going to be in on that out in Portland. They have a couple of locations, but I think that's their main location. They've been great partners in getting Pagan out, and they're very excited to be hosting regionals. So that will be happening before Gen Con. Information will be going out very soon. You'll see that in the newsletter too.
Yeah. Regionals are cool because the winner will be flown to Cincinnati for CapCon.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, big things.
a big tournament at CapCon.
Yeah, we have so many things going on this year. So related to that, for me personally, I know you've been under a little bit too. Like this sounds nuts, but a lot of my time right now has been getting files ready for the games that are coming out at Essen.
Yes.
Like we're talking about
like Q1 for next year too.
And Q1 for next year too.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about like Origins and Gen Con. That's what all of you are excited about, and that's somewhat exciting for us too. But like at least for me, my mind is on like, okay, what do I have to do to make sure that things are done so that they are in the hall at Essen in October.
Yes. Our brains are in the winter time.
Yeah.
But once we get to Gen Con and Origins, it's like that kind of stuff just kind of gets pushed aside and the focus is on Origins. It's so, for me, because I've done this so many times, but like in the same boat as you where it's just like prepping for all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But once you go there, everything kind of slips away and you're able to focus and enjoy the show for what it is.
I hope so.
You will. So it'll be fun.
Bottom Shelf Board Game says, nice shirt.
Thank
And
you.
Spill the Essen beans.
Spill the Essen beans?
We will in a little bit.
Soon. I mean, oh goodness sake. This year
Orleans
is
Big Box will be there.
Orleans Big Box will be there.
That's one we'll tell.
When we're not doing it today. There's going to be another. We've just decided that this year is going to be trying to do all the things all at once. So at some point we'll have another announcement that'll become. It's kind of related to Capcom.
Oh yeah.
As far as timing and things like that, but this will be another like we were like, okay, yeah, we're going to make a lot of games this year during uncertainty. And then there's this other thing that we're going to do at the same time that is...
And then there's CapCon.
And then there's CapCon too.
Yeah.
Like, so this is...
It's a big year.
It's hard for me not to say what the other thing is because I think it's exciting in a different way for a lot of people too. But
It'll be fun. We can do it later. This focus is about Origins,
right.
Having a good time. If you're there and I'm not busy to the wire, I would love to play Raising Chicago. That's the one game I would really like to play there. I've had a blast playing that with you guys.
Yeah.
And I want to introduce it to some more people. Galileo, absolutely. I'm super down to do that as well. Possibly Pagan if there's some time, but I don't want to overwhelm myself with all these things to do.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. It would definitely be nice to say hi, and I really do hope that we can get into that like smooth.
It'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good weekend.